Growing up, I enjoyed a good summertime squirt gun fight, just like the rest of us. Running around, plastic guns in hand, water dripping from the seams, like soaking your hand and wrist the way it did. It was fun, as long as you were within like 2 feet of one another, and you had like a kiddie pool or a hose or something close by to refill that squirt gun every 45 seconds or so. What we really needed was something more long range, something that could store more water. And as it would happen, an accidental discovery, well, it ended up giving us just that. We're heading into summer, so let's talk about an awesome summer toy. This is Rewind Toys, and today we're going to tell you all about the Super Soaker. So in the 80s, we had a motorized squirt gun that ended up causing some real issues with police. That was Intertech, and we did a episode on those way back in the day. It's this episode right there. It's a good episode. You should go check it out. Intertech was cool, but it was also the only gun to really change squirt guns for like decades. Now, little did we know that in 1982, another squirt gun was kind of being tinkered with. Only this one had quite the pedigree behind it. Oh, and it didn't originally have anything to do with a toy. Our tale starts with a NASA engineer named Lonnie Johnson. Lonnie was an actual rocket scientist who had worked on projects like Galileo, the Cassini satellite program, and even the stealth bomber. So one day Lonnie is at home working on a new idea for an environmentally friendly heat pump. He was testing a nozzle when the device sprung a leak, shot a stream of water across the room. Lonnie sees this and bang, something just clicks in his brain. This thing would make an awesome squirt gun. With that thought in mind, Lonnie got to work. He slapped together some PVC pipe and plexiglass and O-ring seats and an empty 2-liter bottle, and he built a prototype. He tested it and, well, it worked. Obviously, it worked. It worked really well. It shot a stream of water nearly 40 feet. Lonnie kept working on that prototype, of course, and in 1986, he snagged a patent for a device he simply called Squirt Gun. What he was really patenting, though, was a nozzle that allowed the gun to launch water at a high velocity. A pump that would allow you to build up pressure to push that water through the nozzle, a trigger that would allow you to control the flow of water, and a tank to store the water. With his prototype and patent in hand, Lonnie moved on to the next step, finding a company to produce and release his squirt gun. Easy enough, right? Shouldn't be that difficult. Well, not so much. 3 years and a number of rejections. But the thing is, Lonnie, he never gave up. Lonnie should teach us all a lesson, kids. Never give up on your dreams. Never. Lonnie knew he had a hit on his hands. He just needed a company to believe in his idea. And then in 1989, he found one, the Larami Corporation. Larami found its start in 1959, and it had kind of made a name for itself with, we're going to be nice, we're going to say lower quality versions of toys from movies and TV shows. What they made was rack toys for properties like Planet of the Apes, the A-Team, Star Wars. They actually made the blasters for Star Wars, which were pretty cool toys. Now, as it happened, the Larami vice president was at the American International Toy Fair in New York City, and this is 1989. Lonnie Johnson was also at the American International Toy Fair in New York City in 1989. And they met the guy. They met, and when they met, they went well. They took a look at Lonnie's new prototype, and they were like, yeah, we get it. So they said, yes, we'll do it. Now, they took the prototype, they made a few improvements, and then they were off to production on their new squirt gun, the Power Drencher. Yeah, the Power Drencher. What did you think I was going to say? Yeah, the first version released to stores was called Power Drenchers. Those hit shelves in 1990, and they didn't do as well as hoped. Now, I don't always understand why things work the way they do. It's sort of like the song Take On Me by a-ha. It was released originally in 1984, and nothing happened. But then they released it again a year later, and it took off. Sometimes the world just isn't ready for our vision. Or sometimes our vision just needs a new name, a new branding. And that's what happened to Power Drenchers. They rebranded them the Super Soaker and re-released it in 1991. And the Super Soaker, well, it blew up. So yes, it was rebranded, hit shelves, massive hit. The new ad campaign probably helped a lot too, and with a retail price of just around $10, that would be like $23 in 2026 money, they were affordable enough. Maybe a little high for a squirt gun, but I did mention those Intertech guns earlier, and the cheapest model of those would have run you $14 in 1986, which was around $40 in 2026 money. So understanding that high-end squirt guns were out there, it kind of helped pave the way for these. Now, by 1992, the Super Soaker had become the top-selling toy in the world. Yeah, the whole world, like the whole wide world, which is in his hands, but the whole wide world. Pulling in over $200 million. Here's the thing. It actually kept being one of the top 10 best-selling toys for over 10 years. And by 2015, it had exceeded over $1 billion in sales. That's fairly astounding for a toy. Hey guys, I don't want to drench you with this, but I do want to request something. Just like 15 seconds, if you don't mind. If you have, just, if you like the show, if you come back, if you're enjoying it at all, or you like toys or whatever, please go down, push that subscribe button. It helps out a lot. And if you have an extra second, hit the thumbs up, the like button. That helps us a ton too. And we can't wait to have you back next time when we talk about a different toy. So please hit subscribe. All right, so also in 2015, the Super Soaker was inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame, which sounds like a pretty big deal. So, I assume it is. It's called Hall of Fame, so it's probably pretty major. Actually, it is. It's a big deal. I would love to visit there if you're out in the New York area and you have a second, or maybe you've been there. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear all about it. In 1995, Hasbro purchased Larami and began producing under the Hasbro name. Larami would keep making products under the Super Soaker brand until 2002, when Hasbro fully integrated the company and retired the Larami name. After that, Hasbro started making the toys in-house. In 2010, Hasbro then merged Super Soaker under the Nerf brand name. Now, Super Soaker is still around today, in case you're wondering, but you probably weren't. They're a huge selling squirt gun. Super Soaker 50 is said to be the most popular squirt gun in squirt gun history. As for Lonnie Johnson, well, he was inventing way before, and he continues to invent still today. He holds over 120 different patents. Now, unfortunately, he was stiffed a bit on his royalties from Super Soaker with Hasbro, but you might be happy to hear in 2013 an arbitrator awarded Johnson roughly $73 million, so I think he's probably doing just fine. Oh, and just so you know, he also invented the Nerf blaster, so the guy's got, he's got a history. Early versions of the Super Soaker gun are highly collectible, by the way, especially the power drenchers. A first version of Super Soaker 50 in package can fetch you like $250 to $300, and the 1998 10th anniversary silver Super Soaker 50 has been known to sell over $500. I've never seen one of these, not in or out of package, at least not in person. Now, I would love to tell you all the different versions of Super Soakers that exist, but there are over 100 distinct models, so that's really not going to happen today. But some of the most popular are the Super Soaker 50, the 100, and the 300. Also the XP series, which introduced more water storage, larger nozzle, and, they can squirt further, things like that. Anyway, guys, that's it. The story behind this amazing squirt gun. Who knew squirt guns could be this cool? Intertech was really cool. But the Super Soaker, also very cool. Are you guys big fans of the Super Soaker? Do you have a favorite squirt gun? Did you know the story? Just tell me some stuff in the comments. Leave some comments down below. Mainly, I just really like chatting with you guys and hearing from you guys. Hey, I really appreciate you guys coming. And please stick around. And, next week, we'll talk about a new toy. Actually, we've got some really cool stuff coming up. So stick around. And remember, when it comes to these weird toy inventions, the hunt's still half the fun.